Alrighty, I think we are about ready to get things started here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to these live streams that we do pretty much what you call it every night during the week, Monday through Friday. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I see a fair amount of you guys in the chat already. Thank you very, very much for tuning in to this stream where we usually just hang out, and we usually just do this for about an hour or so. Admittedly, I am kind of tired today, so I might not seem super energetic during this stream, but still wanted to have the stream regardless. Let's go over our schedule really quick before we continue onwards here. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, with daily updates as soon as I know. If I cannot stream during a certain day, I will let you guys know via my community tab. That's basically there for updates on the streams. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. I had it on season 1 pictures when we first started, so let's go back to season 1, and after a few minutes, if you guys want to suggest other seasons to run in the background as we chit chat, feel free to do so. Hopefully you guys are having a fun day. I do have a bottle of water with me today. Stay hydrated, of course. Yeah, I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm pretty tired today, but still pushing through it. Still got a lot to get done today after this stream wraps up. Where's Waffle? Let's see. Behind me on my bed, like she usually is. She usually just hangs out on the bed whenever I'm streaming or working at my desk in general. I had a little bit of a connection issue earlier in the stream when we started things off. For some reason, my Wi-Fi was having a fit trying to open up OBS, so I ended up switching the Wi-Fi around, went to a different connection, and now it seems to be running pretty smoothly. But if you ever experience some lag during the stream, let me know, and I can always switch back. Am I in college? Yes, I am. Currently in my 3rd year, I think it is. Be graduating sometime in 2022. So I'm excited for that. Make it to drawing Waffle tomorrow. Excellent. Yeah, Waffle loves fan art because she's super into herself. You know what I'm saying? She thinks that she's the only cat living in this apartment, which is fun considering how the other cats put her in her place all the time. But yeah, guys, if you guys just wanted to ask some random questions, we can get forward here, get moving on. I don't have any particular plans for this stream today, nothing too special going on. Just figured that we'd, hang out and just chit chat. A little too tired to put in any extra stuff into the stream today, so apologies. Liked my What If review, thank you very much. Yeah, I put up my review for Marvel's What If, that new show that just ended on Disney Plus. Put that out this morning, so if you guys have not yet seen it, feel free to check it out if you want to hear my thoughts a little more on that particular Marvel series. I thought it was pretty enjoyable for the most part, but I go into detail in that video, of course. Q&A vibe, yeah, pretty much what we're doing today, just a standard Q&A, hanging out for an hour. Just put me on in the background while you guys do other stuff, or if anyone's got homework going on, shoot me a question in the chat. We'll see if we can help. You know what I'm saying? Do I like ducks? They're all right. I wouldn't have one as a pet, but geese are pretty mean though. If you guys live near areas where they have Canadian geese, those things are evil. Does Lightning McQueen get car insurance or life insurance? Ooh, that's a good question. You would think life insurance, right? Because they technically are sentient cars. But I don't know for sure. Eating pizza, jealous. I'm very hungry. I might make something to eat after the stream wraps up. Don't know if I have pizza though. Might need to look in my freezer, see what I have. When does Ninjago take place? That's a good question. I imagine Ninjago takes place in the modern day, but for that universe, it's not connected to like the regular Earth or anything like that. Ninjago is very much not the normal world. So I imagine it takes place in the modern day in that universe, considering how they have things like, smartphones and Borg watches and whatnot. But that's just my thoughts on that. What's 1 + 1? It's for homework 11. You just put the 2 ones together and it's 11. Everybody knows that. Obviously. Yeah, Canadian geese are pretty bad. There's a lot of them around these parts where I live. Do I like Mortal Kombat? I've played a handful of the games. Mortal Kombat X I played a little bit. Wasn't a huge fan of that game series though. I did watch the movie that came out recently. I don't remember a lot of the movies, so probably tells you what I think about that movie. But hey, I thought it was enjoyable, I suppose. I had fun watching it. Just not a lot of it stuck with me after it wrapped up. Favorite What If episode? Marvel Zombies, for sure. The zombie episode was my absolute favorite. Season 15 background? Sure. We can jump over to Seabound. There we go. Nice, crisp, clean, beautiful Seabound images. You'll love to see it. What if Kai became the Green Ninja? That'd be crazy. Ninjago seriously needs to do like a what if style series. Like maybe for some upcoming legacy shorts, maybe they could do that. Like alternate takes on the Ninjago story. In a way, they would pretty much be ripping off Marvel. But for Ninjago, there's a lot of what if scenarios that I would very much like to see actually animated as something that we can watch as Ninjago fans. I thought they did a really good job at Marvel Zombies. I know some people thought it was, for example, wasted potential. I thought it was pretty good. I thought that episode was the best one out of the entire What If catalog from Marvel's new show. Do I prefer the monastery or the bounty? As a ninja headquarters, I think the monastery is a little more traditional, but the bounty is super cool, though. The bounty's had a lot of different designs, though. Even the monastery, you could argue, has had some differences in designs, but I'd say overall the monastery I prefer a lot more as a ninja HQ over something like the Destiny's Bounty, even though the bounty is very unique as a concept. You know, flying pirate ship. Sounds awesome. When I used to play Minecraft a lot when I was really young, my base would always be either the monastery or the bounty. I would try to rebuild them in Minecraft. Wasn't super great at that. Minecraft was not a game that I was good at. But I remember playing that a lot when I was younger, around maybe 13, 14, watching Ninjago. When will the bounty crash next? Probably next season. It dies every season. Same thing with Zane. Zane gets bullied every season, so does the Destiny's Bounty. Is Nia better as a ninja or a samurai? I kind of prefer Ninja Nia a little more, admittedly, than Samurai Nia. I think Ninja Nia takes that character a lot further because of all the powers and, finding herself a little more. The Samurai X role for Nia, though, was pretty iconic for the early version of that character. So I kind of like both, but I prefer Ninja Nia, I'd say, overall. So, probably Ninja Nia. What's 9 plus 10? I'll put it in the chat really quick. 21. You guys know that old Vine from like 6 years ago? Probably even more than that now that I'm thinking about it. Why did Nia steal Pixel's haircut? I imagine it was just a reused asset from previous versions of the Ninjago series. In the show, admittedly, yeah, Pixel and Nia do pretty much have the same haircut. In the sets, though, they do not. They have totally different hairpieces. At least the last time we've seen Pixel's hairpiece, I think. You are unfunny. I know, but I try my best. I try my very best to be humorous for you guys. What's 60 plus 9? 70 minus 1. Bada bing, bada boom. What's up, nerds? Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Which ninja is the most alpha-like? In terms of which ninja would probably get the most done in like a leadership situation, maybe Nia, maybe even Zane. I feel like Zane would take a more logical approach to the ninja team in leading that. Nia would probably be more like, hey, get this done by this time, or else I'm gonna beat you up. That type of meme. I feel like Nia could easily be the alpha of the ninja team. We wouldn't get Tanner to say 69 rip. Well, there you go. I just said 69 for you. Clip that. Use it as like a soundboard thing or whatever. Thoughts on the Evo sets? I'm excited to see what they end up being, the new Evo sets for 2022. There's a big rumor that it's going to be part of like a Ninjago side series or like a new game or something. Nobody really knows for sure what those sets are, but I know that they are very small and they are all pretty much categorized into one group. Not exactly sure what that what that means. I guess we just have to wait and see. Is Cole Hispanic? I mean, he could be. It's up to the viewer's interpretation, I believe. But by default, all the Lego characters are just Lego characters, unless they come from like a licensed theme where they're actually based off of real people. But I know Ninjago fans interpret things differently, so yeah, if it's up to your own interpretation, go for it. In the show, though, I don't know if they mention anything like that. as I sip my water. Favorite Serpentine clan from Ninjago? The Anacondrae are cool. I like the Hypnobride's colors. I like their icy theme. That's kind of cool. The Fangpyre never really cared for. The Constricti were cool in small doses, and the Venomari. The funniest moment with the Venomari was when they basically gave Kai a little bit of a Christmas time acid trip. I thought that was pretty fun. But all things considered, I prefer the Anacondrae or the Hypnobrai. I'd say those are my two favorite Serpentine tribes. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys could beat me in Minecraft. I have not played that game in years. I know there's a lot of Ninjago fans that really enjoy Minecraft. There's like a bunch of Ninjago Minecraft worlds and whatnot. Yeah, I personally never played that recently. I'm not super in Minecraft anymore. Opinion on Jay's Cyber Dragon. I do not have that set. I never ended up buying it, but I do like it, I suppose. I think it's a neat design for like a digital dragon. It's just not a set that I was interested in getting, and I don't feel a need to go back and get that set again. So keep getting stupid ads. Yeah, I mean, these streams are monetized. That helps me put food on the table and whatnot. Favorite ninja mask mold? Probably the dual molded ones from, when did they start? Season 5 until Season 7. That mold was pretty cool for the ninjas masks, and they came in a lot of different colors too. So, Season 5, sure. I saw somebody asking for Possession. We can jump to Possession really quick for a few minutes until someone else has a different suggestion. But yeah, the ninja masks overall have been pretty good. There's not one that I downright hate. I think the original masks are cool. A little too classic, but I guess that's the appeal of that. That's the charm in those masks. But I prefer the dual molded masks from Possession onwards to Hands of Time. I think those are the best. What did I hear about Minecraft? I don't play Minecraft much anymore. Used to play it a lot when I was younger, but not so much these days. Do I consider myself the ultimate Ninjago fan? I think I'm a pretty big fan of Ninjago. I don't know if I'd be the ultimate fan. I feel like the ultimate fan would collect every single set, constantly binge the show. I don't have that. I don't have that going on in my life. But I am a pretty big fan of Ninjago. Enough to, dedicate an entire YouTube channel to it and, do videos every day about this series. I feel like all of us are pretty big Ninjago fans. But I'm not like I'm not that big of an ultimate Ninjago fan. You know what I'm saying? Waffles custom figure. Do they make? Yeah, they make Lego cats, right? But do they have one that looks like Waffle? She's kind of like a brownish, grayish color. In fact, here I have a picture of her. This is what Waffle looks like. If you can find a Lego cat that looks like this, send it my way. Send the link to me, and I will totally purchase it to make a Lego Waffle. I'm just not sure if they make a cat in that color. Has anyone ever created a Serpentine tribe for themselves? I imagine some people have made some original creation Serpentine tribes, some OCs right there. I feel like some people have totally done that. I personally don't know what I would do for like a custom Serpentine tribe though. That's quite an interesting thing to think about. I should make a Lego Tanner. I do have a sig fig, is I believe what they call it in the Lego community. I do have one, but it needs to be updated because my hair is like crazy long right now, and I do not have a hairpiece that accurately captures my longer hair, I think, right now. So I might need to order something on Bricklink that will better, I guess, represent myself as a Lego figure. I have myself in the Ninjago City Gardens set. I kind of put my figure up in there. So he's just hanging out up there with some of the other Ninjago City Gardens figures, such as Legacy Kai, again. Favorite Shang-Chi moment? I like the ending. I like the battle between Shang-Chi and Wenwu. I thought that was a pretty neat battle with the 10 rings and whatnot. I thought that was cool. A bunch of people asking for Skybound and Season 2. We can try to jump to Skybound for a little bit and then jump to Season 2 after. It's probably a good compromise there. But yeah, if they have a cat that looks like Waffle, send it my way. Don't I hate comments that contain dangerous links? Yeah, you can contact me in the description through either Twitter, Instagram, Discord, I suppose. But Discord I'm not on a lot. You'd have a better chance messaging me on Instagram or Twitter. I don't really use Discord all that frequently. But yeah, you can find the links in the description, or even shoot me an email. My email's down there for people to submit messages and whatnot. I get a lot of emails during the day, though, admittedly, so it's hard to respond to everybody. Just keep that in mind if you are planning on sending me an email. Have I ever been rickrolled? Of course, I'm pretty sure everybody has at one point. Everybody's been on the internet for a very long time, so I imagine everybody's been rickrolled at some point. And I don't even hate the song, too. Never Gonna Give You Up. That's a pretty solid song by Rick Astley, so whenever I do get rickrolled, it's kind of a treat, because I like that song. So, I don't know. Just kind of a little tidbit about myself, I guess, and my music taste. Feel free to tell me how wrong I am in the chat. Do I plan on selling anything recently, like Lego sets? Actually ended up selling a couple of Bionicle sets the other day to somebody on eBay. I do sell a lot on eBay, usually just old Bionicle sets. Not really Ninjago sets, and I also do sell some figures of other themes that I'm interested in, or not themes, but other pieces of media that I'm interested in, like various animes and whatnot. If I ever, find myself losing interest in something, I'll probably sell a little bit of it online to people that actually care about it. And with Bionicle, some of those older sets I'm just not super attached to anymore. So I put those up on eBay and sold those to someone who will probably give them a better home, rather than just having them sit in a drawer for the rest of eternity. What would I rate the entirety of Seabound? I like it a lot, but I want to know if my likings are not that popular. I think that Seabound's pretty good. I don't know what I would rate it for a number score. Maybe like an 8 out of 10. But I'm not super sure about that. I kind of have to remember what exactly happened in Seabound, like the entirety of it. But no, it's pretty good. A lot of people really enjoy Seabound. People have been asking for different pictures. I think Season 2 was next on the queue, and then after we wrap things up with Season 2, then we can jump to a different season. So feel free to put some suggestions in the chat, and maybe like 4 or 5-ish minutes. Maybe try that. Which ninja is the most emotional? Ooh, that's a good question. I'd say for like raw emotion, all of the ninja have pretty much expressed something like that over the course of the series. I can think of some great moments right now with Cole, some great moments for Jay, some great moments for maybe even Zane when he found out that he was a Nindroid and saw his history and all of his memories and whatnot. I did say Zane, right? Not Jay. I meant to say Zane, but I can't remember who I said. Zane. I think Zane's pretty emotional. For being a Nindroid, he's got a human side to him. That's the beautiful poetic side of Zane's character. Do I consider Season 5 more of a Nia season or a Lloyd season? The infamous Season 5 debate. Which ninja is the main focus during Season 5? I always just went with the impression that it was Lloyd because his face was on the box for the Possession sets, but I could totally see the argument for Possession being a Nia season. I think that'd be a fun poll to put up in the chat, though. Season 5 is a blank season. Lloyd, hold on there, folks. I'm making a poll right now. There you go. I'm asking you guys, the community, what you think Possession is. Is it a Lloyd season, a Nia season, or a team season? Feel free to take part in that poll, and then we'll see who ends up winning. I always personally thought it was a Lloyd season, but I know people have their different interpretations of Possession and who's the main character of that. Is LeBron James gonna appear in Ninjago? He totally should, man. He should do like a guest role, make a cameo as somebody. How much for one of my posters? Not sure if I'm going to be selling any of the posters, though I do have a lot of posters right now, some of which I can't even hang up on my wall, so maybe after I swap things around I might put up a couple on eBay. Not really sure yet, though. I don't really have too much up right now because I sold everything that I had on eBay. It's a good way to make a little extra money on the side, selling old things that you don't really care about anymore. Let's see how the poll's doing. All right, Lloyd has the most amount of votes with 55% right now. With 69 votes. I saw it when it had 69 votes. There you go. We referenced 69 twice in one stream. How about that? Have I seen Free Guy? I have not. A friend of mine actually saw it, and he was like, yo, you got to check out this movie. Free Guy's hilarious. And have not gotten around to watching it just yet, but I've heard it's pretty good, pretty funny. But yeah, no, I have not yet watched it. I've seen one clip of it online, but I have not seen the entire movie. I want to watch it, though. Because, you know. Ryan Reynolds. Was there ever a time when I wanted to stop watching Ninjago? Not really, like, completely quitting Ninjago. I don't think there was ever a time where I was, I guess, that dark, but everybody has their dark spells, of course, being like Lego fans. In between waves, usually there's like some dry patches. Even right now, I feel like a lot of people are losing interest in Ninjago, but maybe when the new season starts up, they'll come back around. I'd say, yeah, I don't really have any memory of completely giving up on Ninjago or deciding not to watch it. I'd say maybe when it was originally ending after season 2. I feel like I just kind of accepted that Ninjago was over. But then they announced season 3 because a lot of people complained. And now we have the Ninjago from today. And it's all thanks to Ninjago fans of 2012 complaining to Lego. Or 2013, whenever the final battle came out. What do I think Ninjago could do better on? Balancing their characters a little bit, maybe doing like more team-based seasons as opposed to just, oh, this season's about this character, this season's about this character. I get the appeal to make a specific ninja the main character of a specific season, but I feel like they could do more of a, I guess, beneficial or like maybe a good job at, or maybe even a better job at balancing the team a little bit, giving everybody a chance to shine. Because in Seabound, while Nia was the main character, you also had characters like Kai and Cole, who just kind of sat in the background and did nothing. We need to see, I guess, more balance in the seasons, I guess you could say. Who do I think the Vengestone Buyer is? Probably a new character. If I had to put money on anything, I would say the Vengestone Buyer is going to be a brand new character. I've seen some people asking for Ninjago rebooted. We can jump to rebooted. We still have a fair amount of time left in the stream, so I feel like we can get through a couple more seasons before we wrap things up. We still got at least a half hour. But no, I feel like the Vengestone Buyer is going to be a new character. There was a tweet made by Tommy Andreasen earlier, was it yesterday or today? Can't remember when. But he basically talked about how, ooh, Ronin needs money to buy Vengestone. I feel like he's just joking there. I don't think it's actually going to be Ronin. If it is going to be Ronin, I'm going to be disappointed. But I do not think it is going to be Ronin. I feel like he was just having a bit of a laugh, having a bit of a chuckle. You know, because so many people ask Tommy Andreasen for spoilers. Kind of feel bad for the guy eventually, you know? I mean, I get why he's not on Twitter very much. Ninjago Twitter is not the best place to be. Thoughts on Misako? She's pretty cool. I like her design in the Ninjago movie. I know it's not technically Misako, it's Coco, but it's supposed to be the same character. I like Misako overall, though, in the show as a character, but I like her design from the movie a little more. Just my thoughts on Misako pretty quick. People think that Misako is a bad mom. I don't think so. I just feel like she was just, you know, going after something to solve Ninjago's upcoming disaster or whatever. She was fighting for the greater good. And if that means dropping your kid off at a boarding school as an infant, then you gotta do what you gotta do, I suppose. Pythor's the Vengestone Buyer. That's another really popular choice. I feel like a lot of people really enjoy the idea that Pythor might be the Vengestone Buyer. I would very much like to see Pythor come back. I mean, his, you know, his motivation for buying Vengestone may not be 100% there. But last we saw, he was kind of like a bad guy, I suppose, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the dog be doing. Indeed. Please never have kids. Don't plan on it right now. The world's overpopulated as it is. We don't need more mouths to feed, but it's just my thoughts on that. You guys are free to disagree. Sorry you're late. Oh, no biggie. We're here for another half hour. Do not worry. And of course, once again, you guys, these streams will always be uploaded as videos when they wrap up airing. Thank you, Anime Weeb Manga, for the subscription. Let's check out our poll. What are we doing here? 46% of you guys say that it's a Lloyd season. 39% of you guys say that it is a team season. It feels like people saying that it's a Nia season. I don't feel like a lot of people agree with that. We only have about 16% of you guys voting for it being a Nia season. So, That's one of the biggest debates in Ninjago, though, you know? Who is the focus of possession? Let's see. What am I most excited to see in No Way Home? Well, the big rumor is right now that we're going to be getting the 3 live-action Spider-Mans in one movie, or Spider-Men. So I guess that's going to be exciting to see. But I'm excited to see Willem Dafoe as a Green Goblin again. He's easily one of the funniest live-action Spider-Man villains. If you haven't seen the original Spider-Man film from 2002 with Tobey Maguire, hilarious. I watched that movie as a comedy. It is so funny. Same thing with Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 2 is just legitimately good, though. But yeah, Willem Dafoe being in the new movie, I'm excited for that. Maybe Klaus is the Vengestone buyer. That's another really popular option that people have been saying, that maybe it's Klaus. I mean, he's a villain that also needs to come back. And also Nauticon needs to return, and Garmadon needs to come back. You could totally bring back an original villain if you would like to. But I feel like it's going to be a new character. Season 7 pictures? Sure. We can jump to Hands of Time. Switching it up every so often. Yeah, I like the idea of Nauticon being the Vengestone buyer as well. Season 13 picks. We can do that next. How about we do Season 13 after we get done with Hands of Time? That'll be the next one in the queue. But no, I'm excited to see who the Vengestone buyer is. I like the idea of Nauticon being the Vengestone buyer as well. I mean, in my opinion, his motivation would make a whole lot of sense. And also the teapot has been appearing in the background. It almost seems like Ninjago's kind of foreshadowing that, hey, maybe Nauticon could return. Team is winning? Oh, look at that. The team season has actually beaten Lloyd. That's cool. With 42% of the votes being for a team season. Yeah, okay. I can get behind that. Storm and Wave aren't actual elements. Tommy said that they aren't. There's a lot of conflicting reports coming from what the Ninjago TV series says and what various showrunners say. If that's the case, then I suppose maybe they aren't elements. Right now, everyone's just kind of confused over what's what at this point. I don't feel like Ninjago has ever been super consistent in that regard. But usually whatever the creators say on Twitter as like a retcon, that's usually what we should go off of in terms of what's what. Maybe the mailman is the Vengestone buyer, like you said in your April Fool's video. If the mailman turns out to be the Vengestone buyer, that might be the greatest, I guess, prediction in the history of humanity. The mailman is the Vengestone buyer. Called it back on April 1st. Totally wasn't making a joke video. I was being totally serious. But no, if it is the mailman, that'd be hilarious. There's always that big rumor or whatever that the mailman might be up to no good. Very well could be the case. Having Ninjago dreams is a gift for me. I have not had a Ninjago dream in a while. Most days I just wake up and I cannot remember what I've dreamed about. But I know I have dreamt something. Because isn't that the thing where everybody dreams every night? It's just a matter of whether or not you remember the dreams. Isn't that how it works? I don't know. I don't study dreams. I'm not a dream scientist or whatever they're called. I'm not educated on that kind of stuff. He's an old man. It makes no sense for the mailman to be the Vengestone buyer. Well, Master Wu is also an old man, and he's doing flips and stuff. I get that he's a ninja. He's an elemental master technically, I suppose, but maybe the mailman's got a trick or two up his sleeve. You saw him flying that bicycle through the air, chasing after the Destiny's bounty. He's got skills. Let's jump to season 13 pictures, because I feel like we've been on Hands of Time for a minute. Let's see. Can I do a read aloud of Spinjitzu Brothers? Might be doing that. Maybe I'll do that for my second channel. I haven't uploaded on that for a while. I'm just worried about like copyright stuff. Will a video such as that get taken down? I did a flip through of the Book of Elemental Powers, but I didn't really read all of it. So I'll write that down. I wrote that down yesterday, but I'll look more into that. I do plan on covering a lot of video ideas this weekend and trying to get my schedule sorted out for the next couple of weeks. So I'll see where that falls and let you guys know. Kayak's Kalmar changed my mind. That's a pretty interesting ship right there. Don't know if I personally ship it. But you know, you do you. You do you. Everybody can ship whoever they want with whoever they want. That's how shipping works. And then we can all get mad at each other over our picks for who we ship. That's how the Ninjago community usually goes with shipping. Well, to be fair, that's pretty much every community. Where does the Spinjitzu get its color? That's a good question. I always assumed it came from the elemental power of the ninja, but I don't think that's the case. I do not think that's the case. I'm not sure where the colors come from. Because like Misako, when she did Spinjitzu, her tornado was silver. So I don't know. And she doesn't have powers. So that can't be right. Let me know in the chat what you think. Maybe it comes from the costumes? Because when Zane dyed his suit pink, or when it was accidentally dyed in Season 1, his Spinjitzu tornado was pink, wasn't it? So maybe it is the costumes. But then why would Woo's be gold? His costume's white. Who knows? Have I seen Golden Hour, the Ninjago Legacy short? Yes, I have. I really enjoyed that one. That's probably my favorite out of all of the reimagined shorts. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the whole Spinjitzu tornado thing. What exactly does the color come from? Yeah, anybody can do Spinjitzu. It's not like exclusive to Elemental Masters or anything like that, as we saw with characters like Doubloon from Skybound, who is not an Elemental Master, but he can still use Spinjitzu. It's just like a basic martial art in the show. Basically, anybody can learn it as long as you are willing to learn it. So I think that's a cool aspect of Ninjago, though. Love that Maya meme you posted on Instagram. Thank you. I had a lot of fun putting that one together. Yeah, follow me on Instagram for all of my Maya appreciation posts. If you guys have not followed me. Would I wear a maid outfit? Who's to say I haven't already worn a maid outfit before? You don't know what I'm doing in my free time. You don't know what I do when I go to conventions. But no, I would. Let's be real. I probably would. Oh yeah. Prime Empire pictures? Yeah, we can jump to Prime Empire. Season 12. Maya is a snack. Yes. Yes, indeed. Am I married? I am not. I don't plan on being married until I'm at least like 30 something at the latest. If it ever comes to that, who knows? But no, I am not. I'm not married at 21. I do not want to be married at 21. What else do we got going on here in the chat? Maybe we should end this poll of the possession stuff. I feel like most people voted for it being a team season. We must drink Nia to stay hydrated. I suppose. I mean, Nia is technically water. Yeah, so the final memes for the poll. Lloyd and team actually tied 40-40 at the very end of it. And then Nia got 19% of the votes. Overall, 163 people voted in that poll. Thank you very much for participating in that. But yeah, it ended with a tie between the Lloyd season and the team season. What people think possession is. That's a fun poll, though. Do I think Akita is good looking? I mean, as like fox girls go, I guess she's okay. Or is she a wolf or is she a fox? I have no idea what she is. She's like Ninetales from Pokemon, yeah? But no, she's alright. Not my favorite design for a Ninjago character, but certainly not the worst. There have definitely been worse designs out there. Wolf? Maybe that should be the next poll. Is Akita a wolf or a fox? Akita is a... Hold on. And then we got wolf and fox. There you go. Enjoy that poll. What is Akita, a wolf or a fox? Feel free to vote in the chat. I do not have any of the Akita figures. I know she came in like wolf form in one of the sets and then human form in another. I have neither. Yeah, she is a kitsune by default, I imagine. But I guess in general, what does she look like? What does she look more like? Akita has a good design. If that makes me a furry, then so be it. Kataru said that she was a wolf. Yeah, that's the name of her brother. I can never remember his name. I always forget that Akita has a brother. But no, she does. And he's a bear, right? But yeah, I feel like she's more wolf than fox. I don't know. To me, they kind of look the same. You ever seen a wolf and a fox in the same place at the same time? No, exactly, because they're the same thing. His name is Bear. That's what I always refer to him as. Or either I call him Akita's brother or the Bear Man. Forgot that he existed until you guys reminded me of him. How are we doing on this poll? We have 82% or 81% for wolf, 19% for fox, and we have 86 votes right now. It's pretty cool. Least favorite villain, either Yang or who did I say yesterday? It's either Yang or somebody else. Can't remember who I said. Iron Baron. That's who it was. Master Yang or Iron Baron. One of those two. So yeah, I forgot Iron Baron existed. Am I planning on getting the Nintendo Switch OLED model? No, not really. If I had, or if I didn't have a Switch already, maybe I would get it. But I feel like I'd be fine with just my normal Switch. So I don't really feel the need to buy one of those OLED model Switches. I like the colors though for the Joy-Cons. Aren't they white? Those are pretty sleek. But at the same time, I enjoy the Skittles colors that I have right now on my Switch. The red and the blue. I do not like the gray Switches. I like the colors. I like the Joy-Cons that have colors. Joy-Cons on their own, though, are pretty expensive, aren't they? Aren't they like $80 now for a pair of Joy-Cons? Kind of crazy. Have you ever heard of Miitopia? I've heard of that. That sounds familiar, but I have not played it. Have I seen the How to Train Your Dragon movies? I have. I do have all 3 of them in my movie collection. Number 2 is still my favorite. I feel like the second How to Train Your Dragon film is still the best one. The third one's not too bad. The first one's pretty classic, pretty nostalgic for me. But the second one I think is still the best one. Just my own personal thoughts. Season 8 background? Sure. But I do have it lumped in with Season 9. So you're going to be seeing both Sons of Garmadon and Hunted. I feel the need to give that disclaimer every time. Still have not separated them. How do I feel about snow? We get a lot of snow where I live. Usually towards the end of October we start getting snow, so we might be seeing that pretty quick. Snow is really fun when it starts out, it's pretty cute and, fun. It's harmless. But then around January, February, the snow just gets ridiculous around here. Digging out my car from a giant snowbank is never fun. But that's just the area that I live in, of course. If I watched Lord of the Rings, I have not ever seen that film series. I do have the Blu-ray, though, for that entire collection, but I have not yet watched it. That's one of those series that I just kind of missed out on. But I will watch it eventually, because I do have the Blu-ray for it. Why does one of your pictures say Ninjago? Here we go. That's probably taken from the Japanese, or not the Japanese intro. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Can't remember. Some foreign countries' intro for Ninjago has subtitles like that for Prime Empire. We have Wilster 17 with the 199. Thank you very much. Anybody remember the Ninjago in real life videos? Oh man, I remember those. My live action Ninjago skits from a long, long while ago. I don't really talk to a lot of those people anymore. I'm gonna be honest.
Pizza time.
Yes, pizza time indeed. Thank you for the 199. But those videos were still a lot of fun to make. I still hold those videos very near and dear to my heart. If you have not seen my live action Ninjago videos, feel free to check them out. They are terrible. I believe I played Cole in one or all of them. Cannot remember. Ever collaborated with other YouTubers? I have before in the past. I've made videos with people. Not super recently. The Ninjago community, I usually tend to keep my distance from a lot of the other YouTubers that are in this community for personal reasons and whatnot. But I have collaborated with other Ninjago YouTubers before. And I might, again, one day. Nothing's in the works right now, though. We have the Lurker with $5. Thank you very much. Mailman, Master of Postal Service versus Dareth, Master of the Brown Power. Who would win? I'm putting my money on the Mailman. But maybe that should be another poll. We're going to end the Akita poll. And we're going to put up a poll for this epic battle that's about to go down right here. Who would win in a fight. And then we have the Mailman or Dareth. There you go. Feel free to take part in that.
Pizza time.
Pizza time indeed. Thank you once again, Lurker, for the $5 donation. Thanks for supporting the channel. And once again, guys, feel free to vote in that poll. Who would win in a fight, the Mailman or Dareth? Place your bets now, people. It's going down. The Lloyd alarm clock. Still have not seen that. That went missing a long time ago, and I have no idea where that went. It's kind of creepy now that I think about it. Does Waffle still like cheese? Yeah, she still begs for cheese whenever I have pizza or tacos or whatever. She still begs for cheese because she is a beggar. She's horrible at begging for food. Would that comment say it's going a little too quickly? The Mailman, we don't know what he's capable of. Yeah, that's true. We've seen what Dareth can do, but what can the Mailman do? The Mailman can also break the fourth wall. He knows that he's in a Lego show, so that's something. Maybe he's got psychic powers. Who's to say? Big fan. Thank you very much for tuning in. What's my favorite Pokemon? Sylveon's my favorite, with Torterra being a close second. Who's winning the poll? Let's see. Ooh, Mailman's jetting ahead with 59%. Dareth has 41%. Who will win this battle? Feel free to vote in this poll. The Mailman has the elemental power of paper. I mean, he could give Dareth paper cuts, like with all the letters and stuff. Could be something. What's my take on the first season of What If? Hey, thanks Heavy for joining the stream. welcome. I put up my review earlier today if you want to check out my full and detailed thoughts, but overall, I thought it was pretty good. I'm excited for season 2. Just had some minor issues that I really just did not care for. But, you know, I still enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you for joining in this lovely live stream. Why do so many Pokemon characters have missing parents? Now, I've always wondered that as well. I mean, usually you wake up in the Pokemon world and your mom is in the kitchen. She doesn't have a bedroom. She just sleeps in the kitchen. And your dad is nowhere to be found. Where is the Pokemon protagonist's fathers? Who knows? I mean, some of the Pokemon parents are kind of neglectful too. I mean, in Ruby Sapphire, don't you start the game in the back of a moving truck? That seems safe. Season 4 pictures? Sure, we can jump on over to Tournament of Elements. Boom. How anticipated am I for Hawkeye? I'm excited to watch that show because it's got Haley Steinfeld in it, and I really enjoy Haley Steinfeld in anything and everything. But no, I'm excited for Hawkeye. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. In between that, though, in between What If and Hawkeye, we have Eternals.
Pizza time.
Ooh, we have Master Arch. Master Arc. It's either Master Arc or Master Arch. But regardless, thank you for the $5 donation. You are awesome. Thanks for contributing to the channel. And pizza time indeed. Thank you very much for donating. But no, I'm looking forward to Hawkeye. But in between What If and Hawkeye, we have Eternals coming up. I'm not super excited for the Eternals, gonna be honest. Maybe when I see it, I'll be a little more excited for it, like the day of, when I realize, oh hey, I get to go see a Marvel movie today. Maybe I'll be a little more excited for it, but right now I'm more looking forward to Hawkeye and Spider-Man, obviously, as opposed to the Eternals. I think the Eternals will be good. I think it's going to get a lot of really positive traction and a lot of really positive reviews. I just do not know how excited I am for that, honestly. Have I seen the Loki show? Yes, indeed I have. I think that's the best Disney Plus show so far. I think that's the best one out of the ones that already exist. But I'm hoping that Hawkeye can beat it. Not too sure, though. WandaVision's probably my least favorite. And do I ship Jiro and Kaminari? I do. I like them together. I think they make a good pair. I could totally see them ending up together by the end of the series. Those questions kind of go hand in hand. If I could have one elemental power, what would I pick? And what's my favorite elemental power? Ice, lightning, water, all of those are pretty decent to me. I feel like any of those would make for an excellent power. And while they might not be attached to my favorite characters, for example, Cole is my favorite ninja, I feel like those powers are a lot better than Earth. though Earth in Ninjago is pretty overpowered. But you know, season 11 background. Yeah, we can jump on over to season 11. I apologize if you hear that in the background. The dog that lives downstairs with my neighbors is whining pretty loudly. The dog is really nice though. Like, it's a real nice dog, very friendly, very sweet, but also very loud, as most dogs can be. What's my zodiac sign? I think I'm Sagittarius. I think that's what I am. I don't know a whole lot about that kind of stuff though. November 23rd is my birthday, so feel free to look that up, what zodiac sign that is. I think it's Sagittarius. Ooh, could I do a Will Film and a Wild Brain poll? That'd actually be a pretty good idea. Who won the Mailman versus Dareth fight? Oh, we have another donation from Master Archer. Master Ark, still don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you very much for the $10 donation. You are awesome. Do I think Spinjitzu color is determined by the spirits we saw Nauticon absorb in Season 6, or are they based on outfits? Second donation. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Really awesome. Very generous of you. That's actually a pretty good statement.
Pizza time.
Pizza time, indeed. That's actually a pretty good question, though. Is it determined by the spirit of whoever performs Spinjitzu? That's actually not a bad... that's actually not a bad take on that. Never thought about that before. Thank you once again for the donation, though. You are incredible. Who won the poll, though, for Dareth and the Mailman? The Mailman won with 55% of the votes. Congratulations to the Postman of Ninjago for winning. Birthday twins, awesome. Yeah, November 23rd is my birthday. But let's do the poll for Wild Brain or Will Film. Which animation studio did Ninjago better? That's probably a good way of putting that. And then we got Will Film up top, and then Wild Brain. Boom. I think that's how you spell Will Film. If it's not, my apologies. But I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it, though I might be mistaken. I gotta look it up now because it's gonna bother me. Yeah, that is how you spell it. All right, cool. Everybody, feel free to vote. Who did Ninjago better, Will Film or Wild Brain? Which studio did Ninjago better in terms of animation, or just in general? Whatever you guys think. Favorite mech? Ooh, I'd say in terms of like sets, I really like the new Titan mech for Zane from Legacy, but I also enjoy some of the Ninjago movie mechs, like Lloyd's Dragon mech. I love the Kai Fire mech for the movie. I love the Cole mech from the film. So I'd say maybe from the movies, my favorite might be the Cole mech, but from the show, probably the Titan mech. Zane's Titan mech. Lloyd's Titan mech is cool as well, but I never ended up getting that set. Thoughts on Skylar's ninja suit in Season 4? Very classic, very iconic. I remember when when Season 4 was coming out, and we first saw photos of Skylar. Everyone was like panicking. Who's the orange ninja? Turns out she didn't actually join the team, but still played a pivotal role in that season nonetheless. Would I want to watch No Way Home more or Hawkeye more? If I had to choose between either one, probably No Way Home. I'm more excited for the Spider-Man film as opposed to the Hawkeye show, though I am looking forward to Hawkeye a lot. But I'm looking forward to Spider-Man a little more. Spooderman. Really love these Season 11 picks. Thank you. Season 11 is, it's a pretty visually exciting season, I'd say. Which season have we not done yet on this stream? Because we did a lot. We have not done the island. Why don't we jump to the island for a little bit? The island sounds fun. I like the island. Probably have some of the best ninja costumes to date. Is Skylar cute and pretty? She is both of those things and more. How about that? Sorry, late. What's going on? Hey, no worries. The stream goes for a few more minutes. What's going on? We're just doing standard Q&A today. Didn't really get a lot of sleep last night, so we're just kind of hanging out. Participating in polls in the chat as well. Feel free to do so. Or feel free to do that, rather. People ship me with Maya? Good. That is a Ninjago ship that I can get behind. Favorite elemental master that's not a ninja? Skylar, Neuro, Shade is pretty cool. You know, the Shadow Master, he's pretty nifty. Karloff is awesome. As we mentioned in yesterday's stream, he's pretty much the big teddy bear of the Elemental Masters. Gentle Giant archetype. Skybound is a pretty good season. The ending for Skybound is very controversial, but I don't really have any issues with it. I find it to be pretty enjoyable, all things considered. Would Skylar and Waffle get along? Probably not, actually, because Waffle does not like women, from what we figured out. Whenever we have like a female guest over, or you know, even towards my roommate, Kat, she does not like her. She usually just does not get along with women for some reason. She likes guys though. Like whenever, you know, someone a guy friend comes over, whatever, Waffle's like head over heels. So don't know. For some reason, Waffle just does not like women. Make with that information what you will. Favorite Lego show besides Ninjago? I don't really have a favorite Lego show that's not Ninjago. I mean, Nexo Knights was okay. Chima was kind of meh, honestly. Oh, Monkey Kid exists. Yeah, Monkey Kid's pretty good. I totally forgot that Monkey Kid was a thing. Yeah, that's an awesome show. You should totally check out Monkey Kid. I don't have any of the sets for Monkey Kid, but the show is just excellent. I really like the show. Excited for season 3. Do I think Harumi is still alive? Probably not. Harumi is probably very much crushed under a building. I'll make you fan art with Maya. Dude, that'd be awesome. Thank you very much. Ever watched Toy Story? Yeah, I've seen all 4 of those films. I do not have any of them in my movie collection, though, because admittedly Disney Blu-rays are crazy expensive for whatever reason. But yeah, I'd say the first Toy Story is still the best one, in my opinion. Does anyone know where you can watch Monkey Kid? That's a good question. I watched it all on YouTube when it came out, but I'm not sure if they still have it up there anymore. At one point, the Lego Channel actually uploaded all of those episodes for free. But I don't know if they have those up anymore either. They totally should, though, because that series is genius. A 69 Will film. Indeed, look at that. Quick, nobody change the poll. But no, Will Film is actually getting a surprise amount of attention here. I shouldn't say surprising, but, you know, a lot of people have been really enjoying Wild Brain recently. There's been a lot of attention and a lot of positivity towards that studio. Seeing Will Film... it changed. It's now 68%. How about that? But no, I was expecting it to be a little more even, I guess I could say. A little more evenly matched, but I suppose Will Film does have more history in Ninjago, I suppose you could say. Pilot pictures? Yeah, we can jump over to the pilots. We have a few minutes left in the stream, so yeah. Does anyone know how Echozane is? I don't know. Nobody has checked on him for a very long time. I think he's still in the lighthouse, is he not? Cannot remember if they dug him out of there, though. He might still be in the lighthouse, though. Just sitting in there. Just, you know, minding his own business. I know at one point they were going to bring him back as Mr. E, but that idea was scrapped because there would just be too much going on in Season 8 to warrant a big reveal that this other Nindroid character was indeed Zane's half-brother, Echozane, who had been forgotten about in the lighthouse for all eternity. I think they could totally bring him back as Mr. E if they wanted to, but Mr. E is kind of dead. Are the stray kitties still around? Yeah, they are. Just not for very long, though. We are planning to bring them to a shelter, probably obviously a non-kill shelter, because they're sweet cats. I would like them to go to a good home. But yeah, they're still around, still hanging out. The kittens are still kittens, getting bigger every day. Have I seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? I have not. That is a series that I'm willing to watch eventually. Just have not gotten around to it just yet. Which season had the best story? Ooh, best story. I really like Tournament story. That's why I appreciate that season so much. Same thing with Sons of Grombardon. Though I do kind of prefer Tournament story when they're actually on Chen's Island. As soon as they leave the island, the season kind of goes downhill a little bit for me. But for the most part, I find Tournament to be very, very enjoyable. Because we only have a couple of minutes left in the stream, why don't we jump on over to rapid fire questions, anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two. That'll be a pretty good way to round out the stream. Why don't we end on What haven't we done yet? We have not done March of the Oni, so why don't we end on that season? But yeah, let's get some rapid questions in the chat. Cats or dogs? I prefer cats, though I do accept dogs. I do not hate dogs. Thoughts on the new Pokemon movie? Have not seen it just yet. I think it comes out tomorrow for us on Netflix in the United States. Have not seen it just yet, but I'm excited to watch it. Who do I think is better, Wajira or the Great Devourer? I think Wajira is a little more interesting. It's a better design, I feel, but the Devourer is classic. But I guess I prefer Wajira, maybe. Yeah. Let's see. What else do we got here? They're going really quick. The chat's just exploding. Bring back Pythor or Garmadon? Yes, we should bring back both of those, but I would rather see Garmadon return. Is Nia waifu material? I guess. I'd say Nia's probably like maybe a 6 out of 10 in terms of like, I guess general attractiveness, dare I say. How tall am I? 5'11 to 6 foot, somewhere in between there. Have not measured in a while though. Where can you watch Seabound? There's going to be a link in the description to a Google Drive that should have all the episodes on there. We checked it a couple streams ago, and you guys seem to think that it's working, so feel free to check it out. Do I like Ninjago or Marvel more? They're probably pretty even for me, though I do think the Marvel movies are, of course, better than the Ninjago movies, but Ninjago I've been a fan of for a lot longer, so probably Ninjago. Favorite movie of all time? Tremors, 1990. Should check it out, especially for Halloween time. It's about giant sandworms that try to attack Kevin Bacon. It's a good time. Would recommend. Let's see. What else do we got? The chat's going really quick. Thoughts on the Watcher? He's all right. You know, the Watcher from What If. He's okay. Not crazy about the design, but I know that is true to the comics or whatever. But he's okay. Let's answer one more question before we wrap up the stream for today. We got to get like a crazy good question in right at the end. We need an absolute banger to end on. As I sip the water. Let's see. What else do we got right here? We got to get like a really good, really big one right here. We could probably do that one. Which season has the best action scenes? I know some of the newer seasons have been praised a lot for their animation, especially when it comes to fights, so gonna go out on a limb here and say maybe season 11 had some really solid fight scenes, especially with the Forbidden Spinjitzu stuff. That part was pretty crazy. When all the ninja picked up or not all the ninja, but some of the ninja picked up the Forbidden Spinjitzu spear and started swinging that thing around. That was pretty fun. So I'm going to have to go with that season, actually. Give season 11 a little bit of love right at the end here. Thank you very much for tuning in, you guys. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for this stream here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is what we got for our schedule. Just to remind you guys, we stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time with daily updates. Whenever there's a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know on my community tab very far in advance, so you guys can get some heads ups. Yes, we can start the end of the stream hug tradition where everybody spams the word hug in the chat. Some of you guys have already kicked that off. Thank you very much. I'll put it in there 4 times because it's the 4th stream of the week. How about that? It's good for community morale, and it helps people come together, I suppose. But thank you very much for tuning in to this stream today, you guys. That was a lot of fun. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks to you guys that donated. Thanks to you guys for hanging out. Big thank you from me to you. These streams are always a lot of fun. We will be back tomorrow around the same time unless something comes up, in which case I will let you know. And in the meantime, guys, I'm going to get back to doing some more videos. Today. So, got a lot more work to do. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for those. Have a fantastic rest of the day, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.